Hey everyone, Cithryth here with another episode of Guild Wars 2 Let's Play. Last time, if you remember, I tried to do this skill point up here, and I failed. And I'm not going to do it this episode. I am going to head, I should keep my map open I guess if I'm going to explain it. I am going to head east and north, I suppose also, but mostly east. Because it seems like the logical next step. Level 13 right now, and I've filled in all the hearts that are within a reasonable level range. If you remember, I kind of, for some reason, started doing this level 15 heart up here, and it was going okay, but I'd rather wait till I'm, actually level 15 to attempt that. Although I am a higher level now, and I'm almost level 14, I guess, but still, I'd rather wait. Yeah. So we're gonna head east because there's a big, lovely, unexplored chunk that way, and I'm sure that I'll find some very helpful waypoints and points of interests and vistas and whatever else. Hearts, I guess, is the main thing. Mostly hearts is what I'm looking for. You might notice that my graphics are a little bit lower than they have been. As you can see, it's kind of misty and yeah, kind of blurry, I guess. Blobbish off in the distance. And that is because I am starting to come to accept that my machine is not quite as super badass awesome as it might once have been. I can't run Guild Wars 2 at full settings and record at the same time. It's just not gonna work. So I am probably gonna work on updating my rig, my computer soon, hopefully. Possibly starting with the graphics card, we'll see. Or possibly a solid state drive, we'll see. Because yeah, this machine is almost I guess it's 4 years old now. And so it's time to start upgrading stuff. Because it is twice as old as this game. And, yeah, being used to playing Lord of the Rings Online all the time, which is a nearly 8-year-old game, I could get away with running at full graphics and record and everything, and it worked fine. But this game, not so much. I'm gonna have to start upgrading. So, maybe, I can use some Christmas money this year, since that's coming up, to work on that. As predicted, I found both a waypoint and a heart to work on, so that's good. Also, I'm supposed to be... Oh, here we go. I wasn't close enough. I have to fix these things and kill Charr elementals. But something else I did was I used an extra skill point I had to buy that grenade kit that I kind of talked about last time. I didn't get it, so I got it now, and I'm trying it out. Basically, I just throw different types of grenades. I've got regular grenade, shrapnel grenade, flash grenade. Let's try that. I assume that does blindness. Freeze grenade that does chill. Pretty predictable. Lowers movement speed. That's very handy. And poison grenade, which predictably adds poison damage to the mob that I'm attacking. So that's pretty cool. It's very AoE, which is interesting. There's no just single shots attacks, but that can still be useful. I'm not super into it. I'm gonna switch back to my rifle turret, but I just wanted to see what that was like, and I figured might as well just spend the skill point. I had it anyway. So, anyways, so for this heart, I have to test out weapons, help keep experiments at the dock operational and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, there's an event going on, so maybe I might work on that. We'll see. Really though, the very exciting news is that the day that this episode comes out, Thursday, December 4th, so if you're watching this Thursday when it comes out, December 4th, in a few hours, my Guild Wars Players News podcast will be premiering live. I'll put a link in the description to where you'll be able to watch it. Although you can just go to guildwarsplayers.com/live, which is, simple. Basically, we have a whole chat thing set up at a site called Mixler, and you can listen to us record the podcast live, and you can, talk and chat with us during and before and after. So, yeah, that's a thing. So I'm very excited, very nervous also. But I think it should be good. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be Draculetta from Lotro Players News Podcast and DDO Players News Podcast, because he's in a million podcasts. And also Andang, the leader of the Players Alliance Network, will be a guest. So, very exciting, I think. So you should come listen. And if you can't, download the podcast afterward. So, yeah. I don't know when it'll be up, because we have to do editing and, with the new podcast, it's a new setup and everything. So, hopefully, within a few days, follow me on Twitter, of course. Or, I'll probably also talk about it in this show. So, yeah, do that. Do that stuff. Listen to the podcast, because it's going to be good. I think might be the first time I'm doing underwater stuff on this character. I think so. So, in Guild Wars 2, it was really exciting to me that you can not only swim under the water, which you can't do in Lotro, but you can also fight underwater, which at first was like, wow, that's so cool! But after doing a whole lot of underwater fighting, it's not quite as exciting as I thought it would be. It's actually really difficult, because not only, are you trying to maneuver on a single plane, but now you've also got a whole Z plane besides just, and it's, yeah, you've got X, you've got Y, you've got Z. It's difficult, and also your underwater skills just aren't usually, you don't use them as much as your ground skills, so you're not used to them as much, and so you don't really know what you're doing. At least I don't. I mean, on my high-level characters, obviously, I do now, but it's still a work in progress. Level 14, though, yay! Ooh, Black Lion Chest, and all sorts of wonderful, wonderful things. I should probably equip some of these wonderful things. What is this? Oh, submarine parts for the event that I'm working on. That makes sense. Whee! Alright, I turned in a total of 15 submarine parts. And I think I was the only one doing the quest, or event, whatever. So that's pretty impressive. So now we just have to wait 30 seconds for the event to continue, because if I remember correctly, this does continue on to another thing. And this is the submarine she's working on. I like this submarine, because it's called the Iron Barracuda, and it's really cool because it reminds me a lot of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride that used to exist at Walt Disney World. It doesn't anymore, but you got into these little submarine things, and they looked like that, and it was really cool. So I guess now we have to protect her and the submarine while she fixes it. Shouldn't be too hard in theory, except, again, it's underwater fighting, so... Haha, I kind of found a little cheat, I guess. I can stand on the dock and shoot them from up here, which I'm gonna do because I'm really, really not great at underwater combat, and with only 3 moves, and one of which basically just shoots me backwards and doesn't actually do anything. This is kind of the most effective way I can, help out this event that's going on. I don't know why they don't actually come up here. Oh, just kidding. I was about to say, why don't they just come up here? Because they're humans. They can just come up. And they can, and they do. And honestly, I'd rather them do that, actually, generally, because, yeah, I can fight them better. Although the event's over, it's succeeded, so I guess I can stop fighting them. So I will. So now what do I need to do? I guess I can go south, because there's a whole big painterly splotch down there that I can go explore and see what's up. And if I'm correct, well, there's a vista up there, I can do that. If this is where I think it is, there is a jumping puzzle nearby. Now, there's two kinds of jumping puzzles in this game. Well, okay, there's actually a lot more than two kinds of jumping puzzles in this game. But there's the vista kind of jumping puzzles where you just have to jump up some stuff to get to the vista. That's not really a jumping puzzle. When people refer to jumping puzzles in this game, they mean dedicated jumping puzzles. There are places in the game. Sometimes they're in kind of hidden areas, sometimes they're not, and you basically get to them and you have to do a very intense jumping puzzle. Sometimes you have to carry things through them or have to fight something at the end, but there's usually a chest at the end of the jumping puzzle, which is nice, and, you know, it's good to get rewarded for your work, and I do believe I am correct. Yes, there is a jumping puzzle up there. We'll have to get to it. I'm going to get the waypoint first, and then I'll show you how to get to this jumping puzzle, although I think I'll actually do the jumping puzzle next episode, because I've been doing a lot of talking, because podcast. But yeah, let's get up here. Got the waypoint. That's a very important waypoint. Get the waypoint before you actually try to do this. Also, I'll show you where I am on the map. So I'm at Loreclaw Expanse. You can see here I am down here. In the scheme of Greater Plains of Ashford, down there at the Loreclaw waypoint. So you there's the waypoint. You kind of come up this way. I definitely wouldn't have found this jumping puzzle if not for one of my friends who've been playing for a long time showing me how to get to this. So you come up here, then you follow these torches, and you can get in here, and this is where the jumping puzzle starts. And it is quite tricky. It's kind of long, and I hope I remember how to do it. But we'll save that for next episode. So, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to go to guildwarsplayers.com/live and watch our live podcast. And if you cannot watch us at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, December 4th, well, hopefully you can come watch us on all the other Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. because that's when we will be doing live podcasts every week. And if you can't make that time for whatever reason, you know, at least listen to the podcast. It'll be up on YouTube. You can download the audio from iTunes and all that good stuff. There'll be links on guildwarsplayers.com. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I will see you around the internet.